Hello and welcome to another book review video. Today we are talking about Rider's Blood, Moonlit Black by Myka. Guns, magic, secrets better left untouched is the blurb, and whoo boy, should they have left those secrets the F alone. But yeah, so I was first drawn to this book by the cover. Like, it struck me as being so unique and moody, and then like guns, magic, secrets better left untouched, and then I read the blurb, and it's basically it's like kind of like Wild West-ish, but in like a different, like, not our past, because there's magic also involved. So it's like an alternate reality Wild West, essentially. And the main character, Henry, is part of this like group of gunslingers who take on like random jobs for money. And in this book, they take on a job to escort a magi from one place back to another place. And it's supposed to be a pretty simple job until the Magi insists that they take a detour through the Red Canyon. And then things just get horribly terrible from everybody from there. And I read the blurb, and it seemed to be like a dark, kind of gritty, good spooky vibes book. And then I met Myka at an event I was at beginning of October, and I was like, okay, well, the author's right there. And so I bought a copy. It's signed, as you can see. And I was reading Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil by V.E. Schwab, which will be my next review. But I needed a break. I needed something fast-paced and quick just to get me through, and I'll explain more about that in the Bury Our Bones book review. But this was exactly what I needed. It's very short, as you can see. I don't know if the author classifies it as a novella or a novel, but I would almost say it's a novella. And I rate it 4.5 stars. Yeah, 4.5 stars, I would say. Because I would have liked it to be a little bit more fleshed out. Like, I think it probably could have benefited from, I don't know, 50 to 100 more pages just to, like, really dive into the concepts. But other than that, I'm also a sucker for, like, long books. I don't know how many of the books you can see on the shelf right now, but I do like me a long book, so I'm always going to say a book's too short. But the author did do a really good job in the pages that were there. The story was well-rounded. It was, like, it wasn't that I was missing anything. I guess I wanted more. But yeah, don't read this book before bed. At least, like, once they go into the canyon, make sure it's daylight, because, oh my god, this story is creepy. It's not overly gory and descriptive per se, but it's like, it's in what isn't said almost that makes it creepier. I don't know, it's really hard to describe, but like, you almost have to read it yourself. It's a very unique concept, but it's done so well. Like, very short amount of time. I think it covers the span of like 4 to 5 days, like the main journey. It was brutal, okay? It was brutal, and it was beautiful at times, actually, like, surprisingly. And I fell in love with these characters in such a short time frame without knowing them very well. But yeah, all I can say is Myka did an incredible job on this. And there's also heavy themes of, like, prejudice, ableism, and sexism and homophobia and all of that, because each of these characters has their own past and their own secrets that they're trying to hide from each other and society, and at a certain extent themselves. So it covers a lot of heavier topics. I don't know if there's no trigger warnings or content warnings. So if you're interested in that, I guess contact the author, check out their page. But there is trans character in here. There is gay romance and all kinds of like various like connected things. Anyway, that's not a trigger warning per se, but just so you know, that's in there. And the author does a really great job with these characters and their identities and the themes thereof. And it also has a really incredible like religious undertone as well, but like not in a damning way, if that makes sense. Like the one character is very religious despite their identity that they feel is at war with that religion. So it's really interesting to see them still have so much faith despite also fearing that they're condemned, and how they explore that and how the author explores that throughout the course of the book. It was a really cool theme and I really enjoyed it. And I swear I'm not doing it justice, so just read this book and find out for yourself. But I was really happy with the ending despite everything that happened in the middle. Like, oh my god. But yeah, I know spooky season is technically over, but I would recommend squeezing this one in the next couple days. Or, again, buying it now and saving it until next year, or just reading it whenever, but with the lights on. I swear to God. But yeah, this book was creepy and unique in the best way, and I'd highly recommend.